Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Open Mic Night live at the ZoomBarDC. We've got a great show for you tonight. We've got Dave Sherman, Megan Ukoh, Bill Sherman, Jan Kushner, Joseph Stegner, and Stephen Woolwine, and more. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. And Joseph is going to kick us off.
All right.
Okay, thank you, Marie-Louise. Happy Tuesday night, everyone. A friend of mine recently got hit by a car and died yesterday. He had just gotten, okay, can you hear me? My screen is giving me confusing messages. Can you hear me?
You sound totally fine.
Okay, thank you. A friend was just elected to be president of the San Leandro School Board, and he was hit by a car Friday and died yesterday. So it got these two songs I'm going to sing tonight, kind of wanting me to bring those forth. Here we go. First one is called I Came So Close to the End. I came so close to the end, yet I am here with you, my friends. So if you see me cry, don't fret, no worry or I'm just glad that we're alive to have this moment arrive. It's just a happy tear. I'm glad that you are here. I've got your voice in my ear. I'm so darn glad you're near. I came so close to the end, yet I am here with you, my friends. So if you see me cry, don't fret, no worry or I'm just glad that we're alive to have this moment arrive. It's just a happy tear. I'm glad that we are here. I've got your voice in my ear. I'm so darn glad you're near. Okay, so that's the first one.
Hey, Joseph.
Yeah, I notice you're inside, Joseph. It must be getting cold out there.
Yeah, it's raining. So
Oh,
I'm getting a rare rain, but it's
cold and rainy, yeah.
Yep. Can't get my keyboard wet. This one's called If I Were to Leave This World Tomorrow. If I were to leave this world tomorrow, this is what I'd want you to know. It doesn't matter how you might appear. For everything there is a first. Even heroes and geniuses have things at which they are the worst. What if purple said to red and blue? Because you're different, I don't need you. Creation means it's time for something new. Your own heartbeat proves this true. Keep your faith when there is nothing left. Only threads to keep you sane. Love your best, do good, and don't dismay. If the milk don't call the cream the same. If I were to leave this world tomorrow, this is what I'd want you to know. I've been blessed each day I've been alive. And I see beauty wherever I go. And there's another one, do with them as you will. I'd love to hear you sing them if you like them.
All right,
Joseph,
Joseph.
that was beautiful.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay.
Sorry to hear you lost your friend, man. That sucks.
Yeah.
So sudden, and what is tragic is he had just posted about celebrating his anniversary and being with his wife and for all these years, and his children, and how beautiful and blessed his life was, and he was so thankful. And literally just 2 days earlier was voted to be the board of the trustee of the Board of Education here. And so he was in that celebratory mood and joy and love, and boom, twist of fate. And then the news, we got the news yesterday that he actually died. So yeah,
Very
definitely
sad.
tragic. Yeah.
It's very sad.
Life is fragile.
Yeah. So
Heartbreaking.
love and do good and keep playing your music. Don't be shy.
Thanks, Joseph.
Thank you.
Okay, Steve, you want to go next?
Here, I'll go. You hear me all right?
Yeah.
Yep.
She left on graduation day. We had all the usual things to say. She was headed to California and had to leave right away. She was headed out into the world today. There was nothing left we could say, but just be careful on the way. She said, Dad, don't worry, I'll be okay. She called it soon after to say, I rescued a dog today, and I'll teach him and take care and feed him every day. And he won't be any trouble. So I'm gonna rescue him today. And you'll see he's a rescue dog, but I think he needs me anyway. I know he's just a rescue dog, and he's strong, sweet, and stays by my side. And he can't really swim and has peculiar ways, no particular friend. But he just loves me unconditionally. He's my sweets, my boy, my Oakley. He watched over her with his caring eyes and stare. No matter where she went, he would wait and always be there. With a heavy heart and lots of tears, he said goodbye to her today. Dogs are in heaven. He will surely be waiting there. 'Cause he would wait for her anywhere. I know he's just a rescue dog, and he's strong, sweet, and stays by my side. And he can't really swim and has peculiar ways and no particular friend. But he just loves me unconditionally. He's my Ukoh, my sweets, my Oakley.
Hey, Steve, rescue dogs are the best kind.
He was a good dog, I'll tell you that.
My last 2 dogs have been rescue dogs, and they're great.
I'm gonna switch guitars here for a second. Bear with me.
Rescue cats are good too. They are.
Certain people. I was rescued from a homeless shelter in San Francisco once.
Whoa.
A woman gave up her nice place half a block from her work, the hospital, to get a little cottage with me in Hayward, 10 miles away.
Wow.
You're going electric.
I'm gonna make an attempt.
Yeah.
Not sure what this is gonna
Wow.
sound like.
Oh, they scorned Bob Dylan when he did that.
Right, I know. That's what I was thinking about.
He won't scorn you.
Now. All right, let's see. How's that sound right there?
As usual,
Oh,
good.
wacky? Okay.
As usual, good.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know a place where kings and paupers drink with the dreamers and the cheaters and lawyers, dealers, guilt aces from a loaded stack of cards. Now, what if I told you a place existed where magic's in the air, tastes like moonlight on lips, and no hand in the deck can beat a pair of hearts? Everybody's got their arms around everybody else's shoulders, guarding against the world outside like an army of Friday night soldiers. Battle wages tomorrow, but tonight don't give a damn. Wish you could stay the way I see you through my Ray-Bans. I see a place where a moment in time is a kaleidoscope of color on a canvas of white, where voices roar at the noise of the poet's rhyme. Would you believe my story or buy what I'm selling if I told you the tale I'm in the middle of telling is true as the blue in the grass or the green in the sky? Everybody's got their arms around everybody else's shoulders, guarding against the world outside like an army of Friday night soldiers. A battle wages tomorrow, but tonight we don't give a damn. Wish you could stay the way I see you through my Ray-Bans. Everybody's got their arms around everybody else's shoulders, guarding against the world outside like an army of Friday night soldiers. Battle wages tomorrow, but tonight we got a drink in our hand. Wish you could stay the way I see you through my Ray-Bans.
Wow. Is that another original, Steve?
No,
Wow.
that's Eric Church.
are
That's awesome.
Was the first one
Everybody will
original?
listen to.
The first one was original. I just wrote this week.
Whoa.
Wow.
Unfortunately.
Cranking them out.
Well, Craig, now you got my tear to my eye again. So
Well,
we get a little
me too.
tracker here. How many of your songs get tears to my eyes? It's a pretty high percentage of them, that's for sure.
Yeah, I debated playing that first one because it made me cry the whole time I tried to put it together, and I was
We
like,
felt it. We felt it. Thank you.
Anyway,
Did
thank
you know your daughter's dog?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
oh yeah. Part of the
Did-
family, you know, the whole. You
Yeah.
know,
There's nothing like losing a dog. There really is, to me at least, there's nothing like losing a pet,
No,
a dog.
she's crushed. She's crushed, and for me, my emotions I try to put into writing something. So
It's a good place to put, it's a good
Channel
place
it.
to channel the energy. Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
an amazing poet. So
Yeah.
you
I'll
know,
bet
you-
she loves it. I'll bet
oh,
she
I can't let her hear it.
No,
Oh,
not yet. Not yet, at least.
it'll be a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I won't be sharing anything song on there, but I said, but in my own mind, I was like, you know, I wrote the song because I felt something, and my heart's broken in it, and then I was like, well, it doesn't do anybody else justice if you don't put it out there, because it's not for selfish reasons, but because you're doing something out of paying tribute or what have you to the person or the situation. So
Well, Steve, is it okay then if I extract that and make a video of it? Because
yeah, I don't mind.
many.
Yeah, I
Okay,
don't mind.
thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It'll make many a pet owner cry, dog owner cry.
One of these days, I'll try to play something happy. I thought the second song was
Did
happy.
one time.
Yeah, I was gonna
Yeah.
say that Ray-Ban song was happy.
Beautiful.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Breaking the
Yeah,
ice.
but you bring the heart to life, and you bring people into those emotional places that people really like being, bittersweet ways or not. So you're great at that. Thank you.
And you guys are one of the best groups to play for, because you're encouraging as well. So
Hey.
it's cool.
It is a great group.
Yep.
Thank you, Marie-Louise.
Awesome.
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome. Megan, do you want to go next?
Sure. As the kids started running down the hallway. Hope you can't hear all that. So I just have a couple tracks I was just gonna do. I'm not gonna just play tracks. A couple of jazz tunes. Just let me know if you can't hear them. So the first one is called Skylark.
Hmm. That's-
Is it- Skylar, have you anything to say to me? Won't you tell me where my love can be? Is there a meadow in the mist where someone's waiting to be kissed? Skylar, have you seen a valley green with spring where my heart can go a journeying over the shadows and the rain to a blossom-covered lane? And in your lonely flight, haven't you heard the music of the night? Wonderful music, faint as the will-o-wisp, crazy as a lute, sad as a gypsy, serenading the moon. Oh, Skylar, I don't know if you can find these things, but my heart is riding on your wings. So if you see them anywhere, won't you leave me there? Ooh. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. And in your lonely flight, haven't you heard the music of the night? Wonderful music, faint as the will-o-wisp, crazy as a lute, sad as a gypsy, serenading the moon. Oh, Skylar, I don't know if you can find these things, but my heart is riding on your wings. So if you see them anywhere, won't you leave me there?
Oh, Megan, that's
Wow.
Beautiful,
Beautiful.
beautiful.
wow.
Loved it.
Just gorgeous.
Thanks, Megan.
Thank you. I love that too.
Please let us know when you play out in DC.
No problem. Don't have anything coming up right now, but yeah, I'll let you know.
I'll take some pictures for you.
Oh yeah.
Ah,
Okay, I'm gonna try this next one. It's called Butterfly. I just enjoy like the message behind it, so I hope you guys enjoy it. You can try to precious day, lights your way, rest your wings, stay a while. You're the sun in my sky, butterfly. You don't know the peace you bring. You show me the secrets and the way to love every moment of the day. And flowers you kiss so come to life. Soaring wings, rainbow waves touch my mind. Be so fine. When you're gone, people cry. Butterfly. Precious day lights your way. Rest your wings. Stay a while. You're the sun in my sky, butterfly. You don't know the peace you bring. You show me the secrets and the way to love every moment of the day. And flowers that kiss all come to life, to give all the love we knew, to see all the light that we could see, and teach all our children not to lie. And maybe one day we'll fly, to give all the love we knew, to see all the light that we could see, and teach all our children not to lie. And maybe one day we'll fly.
Very cool. Very cool.
Beautiful.
Great.
Bravo.
Thank you.
Bravo.
I feel like we're in a 1956 coffee house and we should be going.
Yeah.
Right.
That's beautiful.
Thank you.
Did you write that one?
I know they're both. I mean, I guess one was like a Herbie Hancock song, but then like someone wrote over it. So maybe I could write some stuff to go over these classics like they did. But
Awesome.
I
Thank you. That was beautiful. Bill Sherman.
Thank you. Oh, I'm a little under the weather too, actually. Kind of got under the weather on Sunday, and I think it's a foodborne thing.
Oh,
Yeah.
Mine is too.
Oh yeah? Did
Yeah.
you get achy? Did you get achy muscles, especially in your shoulders and achy joints?
We can compare notes after this.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
You have an achy breaky heart?
Achy breaky heart. Yeah. Okay. So for me, what's a standard every day? I got the blues. Although I don't have the blues right now, but that's okay. Every day I got the blues. Every day I've got the blues. When you see me worried, honey, well, it's you I hate to lose. Nobody loves me. Nobody seems to care. Nobody loves me. Nobody nobody seems to care. They're talking about worried and bad luck, mama. Well, you know I've had my share. Every day, every day, every day I've got the blues. Every day, every day, every day I've got the blues. When you see me worried, honey, well, it's you I'd hate to lose. I'm gonna pack up my suitcase. I'm gonna move it on down the line. I'm gonna pack up my suitcase, baby, and I'm gonna move it on down the line. Where there ain't nobody worried, and there sure ain't nobody crying. Every day, every day, every day, every day. Every day, every day, every day, every day, every day, I've got the blues. When you see me worried, baby, well, it's you I'd hate to lose.
Hey, Bill.
All right.
So, I'm going to try a little Christmas music here. We'll see if it works out. Okay. You better watch out. You better not cry. You better not pout. I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming to town. Santa Claus is coming to town. Santa Claus is coming to town. He's making a list. He's checking it twice. He's gonna find out who's naughty or nice. The Santa Claus is coming to town. Santa Claus is coming to town. The Santa Claus is coming to town. He sees you when you're sleeping. He knows when you're awake. He knows if you've been bad or good, so you better be good for goodness sakes. You better be good for goodness sakes. Well, you better watch out. You better not cry. You better not pout. I'm telling you why. The Santa Claus is coming to town. Santa Claus is coming to town. The Santa Claus is coming to town. Well, he knows when you've been sleeping. He knows when you're awake. He knows if you've been bad or good, so you better be good for goodness sake. You better be good for goodness sake. Well, you better watch out. You better not cry. You better not pout. I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming to town. Santa Claus is coming to town. Santa Claus is coming. Santa Claus is coming. Santa Claus is coming to town.
Oh,
Great
try.
rendition, Bill.
Thank you.
There's some hints of Bruce Springsteen in that.
Yes, there are. Yes, most assuredly are.
Good job. That was fun. by
Awesome.
singing along.
Thank you.
Well, that's a good thing.
Tom Mann, are you ready to go next?
Yeah, I just, I think I mentioned I have horrible exhaustion. I just finished this an hour and a half ago, and I closed my eyes, and the next thing I knew, I was 20 minutes late for this gathering. And so I'll read you a work in progress if I can find it. This is, reflections on the Nativity in the 21st century. Back in school, the nuns told us to take time during Advent to reflect on the true meaning of Christmas. But there was so much to do, learning lines for the class nativity play. Look, up in the sky. There were costume fittings. Dad, can I borrow your bathrobe tomorrow for school? And studying the Monkey Ward's catalog and circling must-haves would be nice, would exceed expectations. Then as an adult, I always tried to work in a little of the true meaning of Christmas while rushing between Targets and Nordstrom's and getting the tree and doing all the other things I can't remember, but I know were supremely important at the time. Now, finally, widowed and living alone in the desert, I can at last devote some serious time to reflecting on the true meaning of Christmas. What can the crash teach me as I ponder the possibility of a second Trump presidency, being absorbed into a digital dungeon owned by Zuckerberg, Musk, and Bezos, so I don't have to think about the impending biocide by heat death, and all the while reflecting on my mortality after 3 heart attacks? Frankly, not much. I finally get around to thinking of TTMOC, the true meaning of Christmas, and Christmas is to come, and I get sick with fear and trembling. I want to run back to the childhood Christmases, to the department store downtown and sit on Santa's lap, sucking on peppermint, buying a lot of useless stuff, tossing back some eggnog and getting my mind off Trump, digital dystopia, global conflagration, and being fitted for a tomb. I know the scene of the babe in the manger inspired millions over many millennia, but I look at it now, and frankly, it's just another ancient alien story, like I see every week on television. An astral being comes down to Earth, born of a virgin, like most of them were, teaches us how to be a good lad, then return to the astral plane, promising to return for the judgment day. Is that what this is? Just one more version of a nearly universal creation story that seems to be embedded in our collective unconsciousness from time before time. Is that what faith is reduced to now? In the faith of existential threats, we look for guidance to bearded shepherds and angels with feathered wings. Parables about fig trees and lilies, slaughtered bulls and leprosy, life on a flat earth under celestial spheres. Jesus! I mean that as an explanation, not a prayer. How do you look at the nativity scene so it offers some guidance going forward, not prompting us to look back to a gauzy, nostalgic religiosity? And don't get me wrong, hell, I love those old carols and the bells and the smells and the warmth of midnight mass in those old stone cathedrals just as much as the next sinner. But peace on earth is going to happen to mean something going forward if we more than are merely wishing for it. As a writer of science and technology, I wonder what, if anything, the revelations from the old sciences, the revelations from the new sciences can make the familiar story relevant. The old system said God is a point object, a person in a particular place and time, like the old man on a throne or the babe in the manger. In other words, God's a noun. But what if God's a verb, a process, filling space and time with constant motion, both straight and curved? Not an idol to worship in passive voice, but an action demanding our involvement. Anyway, you can't define God. You can't say God's here, but not there. The minute you do that, you're not talking about God anymore.
Right.
You're talking about an idol. What else should we consider here? The point what else are we to reconsider here? Here, the point object is the focus of all our attention, and those all around us are enthralled to it, even as we're all subject to it. What if everything has equal standing in the scene? We're not God-fearing people quaking before an almighty being. What if the cumulative energy of the stars, the sky, the soil, the water table, the people both highborn and low, and the infant himself make up a tableau that is once mundane and mystical, physical and metaphysical, pious and profane? And whoever came up with the idea that there's a barrier separating heaven from earth, divinity from daily life, there's a construct, that's a construct human beings made up. We inhabit a universe, not a biverse. Touch one thing and you touch everything, sacred and secular. Hurt one thing and we hurt them all. Spare one and we spare them all. We are not mute spectators enthralled to a static noun. We are action agents involved in the process of cosmic coming to be and what will be. Period of the time seemed to get who this was and called him by this proper title, Rabbi, which means teacher. Within generations of teaching were set aside and replaced by a ferocious, enforced worship of the teacher till there was nothing left of the teaching itself. How did sweet, simple stories from a master storyteller be at peace with yourself and in that calm state of mind be kind to all others? How did that come to wreak so much hurt on each other and so many of its people? Maybe the lesson of Christmas is to focus less on the shepherds and the magi who schlepped their way to the stranger in the manger, the stranger in the manger, idolizing a static object. But rather the story of how they returned to the field, the factory, the distant kingdom, realizing they were all saviors of the world, plugging into the process of making new things happen again. Because if anything is going to save the world, it's going to be us going forward, or it's not going to happen. That's it.
Wow.
Bravo. Bravo.
Bravo.
Well
Yeah.
said.
Tom,
Amen.
spoken as a true cynic.
Indeed.
Thank
What?
Saying you spoken as a true cynic.
Oh, I don't know.
Not that I disagree. 'Cause I do.
No, I was trying to hold out some hope.
Actually,
I do hold out some hope.
actually, just as you were saying, I see cynicism, I see hope, I see all these different things going on here in what you have to say. And I agree completely that, it's all about the universe.
Right.
A noun, a verb, the universe. If you're touching one thing, you're touching everything. I just completely agree with what you said.
Yeah.
Einstein found that so absurd, the idea of embeddedness, that he called it goofy action at a distance. But tests ever since the 1930s are proving it. You touch something here and it has an impact so far away you can't even get there from here.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Right. No.
Every little thing you do.
Yep.
Every little thing you do affects something. And that changes everything.
Right?
If you did it this way, then everything from that point forward becomes this. If you do it another way, it doesn't become this, it becomes that.
Right.
It's the force.
The spirit.
Well, yeah.
Nous. Yeah,
spirit.
it's got
Like
those by a lot of
in
names.
Star Wars, the force.
I know.
Everything.
But
Everything. Everything in the universe is one, is a consciousness. Every little, not just people, everything is part of a whole thing, and part of a consciousness.
And what I resent about my religious upbringing is it's the tune from the Police. Every step you take, every breath you make, every word you speak, I'm watching you. This guy watching you and ready to pounce on you. And if you do anything wrong, you're guilty. And if you do anything right, you have to give him thanks for giving you the capability. It's a no-win situation. That's got to stop.
Double bind.
Right.
Hope.
I'd like to suggest a couple of books for your Christmas or for your reading if you haven't read them already. Braiding Sweetgrass by Robin Kimmerer. That's she's a Indigenous American and also a PhD in botany and a botany professor. But she offers a completely alternative creation story, which is so much more, so much better. That's all I can say. And and I also picked up a book called something like The Indigenous People's History of the United States, which also provides a completely alternative story of our history, which is
Sure.
I encourage people to spread that word that there is an alternative.
Yes, there is. Yes, there is. Positive alternative. Good stuff. In your
Amen.
heart.
Ohlone people, the original inhabitants of the Bay Area, their language had no word for warfare.
Ah,
And in the 10,000 years they lived there before the Padres came, they
yes.
never developed- and then they went extinct in 70 years. But they never created any technology beyond the ones their ancestors brought over the Aleutians, the mortar and the pestle. And given that the Bay Area became this churning urn of burning innovation, they had it right all along. They had it right all along.
Yeah.
Yep. Thanks, Tom.
Yes. Thank
Hey,
you.
you're welcome. Dave Sherman. You want to go next?
Who was that?
Dave, you want to
You.
go next?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course, I will go next. I'm going to start off with this tune. I stole it years ago from the Byrds on Sweetheart of the Rodeo. And that's a very country version, but the original version of this tune was written by this guy named William Bell. William Bell wrote "Born Under a Bad Sign." Everybody knows that song, right? How many people have done it? He wrote some really, I mean, this is like more of a soul gospel tune the way he does it. But I'm gonna, excuse me, I made burritos for dinner, so I'm having gastric upheavals here. But anyway, little tune called "You Don't Miss Your Water Till Your Well Runs Dry." In the beginning, you really loved me. I was blind and I could not see, but now you left me, and oh how I cried. You don't miss your water till your well runs dry. I kept you crying, sad and blue. I was a playboy, I would not be true. But when you left me and said bye-bye, I miss my water, well ran dry. I sit and wonder, how can this be true? I never thought you'd ever leave me, but now you left me, and oh how I cried. You don't miss your water till your well runs dry. In the beginning, you really loved me. I was blind and I could not see, but now you left me. Oh, how I cried. don't miss your water till your well runs dry. You don't miss your water till your well runs dry.
Nicely done. Nicely
Beautiful.
done.
Yay, Dave.
Nice guitar
Uh-huh.
player. Nice everything.
Hey, Dave.
Yeah. And I'm gonna do a Christmas song.
I forgot, was that the original?
Oh, no,
Uh-huh.
no. No, as Dave was saying, that was written, what was his name again, Dave?
William Bell.
That's the same guy who wrote Born Under a Bad Sign, but where Dave took it from was the Sweetheart of the Rodeo album by the Byrds.
By the Byrds. So it's a real, that's like a real country version, but the original version is really more of a soul gospel version. So I've heard it done all kinds of ways, and I've heard it done as a gospel tune with, you know, with gospel meanings, et cetera, which, anyway. I'm gonna do a tune called Merry Christmas Baby, originally done by Charles Brown. Merry Christmas, baby. You sure did treat me nice. Merry Christmas, baby. You sure did treat me nice. You gave me a diamond ring for Christmas. Now I'm living in paradise. Well, I'm feeling mighty fine. Got good music on my radio. Well, I'm feeling mighty fine. Got good music on my radio. Well, I wanna kiss you, baby, while you're standing neath the mistletoe. Saint Nick came down the chimney about 3:30. He left all those pretty presents that you see before me. Merry Christmas, baby. You sure look good to me. Well, I haven't had a drink this morning, but I'm all lit up like a Christmas tree.
I love that tune.
Thank you. Thank you, and Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Okay. It's time for the closer, Mr. Gant Kushner.
Well, okay. Gonna do an oldie but a goodie. I've done this before. I might not have done it exactly this way before, but I don't think I'm temperamentally capable of doing anything the same way twice. So, how's the balance? Voice, guitar, okay? As I got on the city bus, found a vacancy. Thought I saw my future bride walking down the street. Shouted to the conductor, hey conductor, you must slow down, I think I see her. Please let me off this bus. Nadine, honey, is that you? Well now, Nadine, where are you? Seems like every time I catch up with you, you got something else to do. Saw her from the corner as she turned and doubled back. Saw her getting to a coffee-colored Cadillac. She's pushing through the crowd, trying to get to where she's at. Campaign shouting like a southern diplomat. Nadine, honey, is that you? Well now, Nadine, mama, where are you? Seems like every time I catch your picture, you got something else to do. Yeah, downtown searching for her, looking all around. Saw her getting to a yellow cab, head across town. Caught a loaded taxi, paid up everybody's tab. I flipped the $20 bill and tried to catch that yellow cab. Nadine, honey, is that you? Well now, Nadine, mama, where are you? Seems like every time I catch a picture, you got something else to do. Well, she moves around like a wayward summer breeze. Go, go, driver, won't you catch her for me, please? Pushing through the traffic like a mountain cat. Yeah, leaning out that window trying to make a hit. Nadine, honey, is that you? Well now, Nadine, mama, where are you? Seems like every time I catch up with you, you got something else to do. Seems like every time I catch up with you, you got something else to do. Seems like every time I catch up with you, you got something else to do. Thank you.
No, I don't think you, Gan, I don't think you have ever done it in that way.
No, I've never done it quite like that.
Not quite like that, no.
It was a little too fast for all the words that I had to squeeze in.
Joy, you got them in there.
I guess. So I was going to try to do, maybe I'll try to do it. I've got this recording that I did for my mashup of Bob Dylan songs. So I'm going to try it. I might fade it out because I think it's kind of long, but let's see what happens. How many roads must a man walk down before you call him a man? How many seas must a white dove sail before she sleeps in the sand? How many times must the cannonballs fly before they're forever banned? The answer, my friend, blowing in the wind. The answer is blowing in the wind. How many times must a man look up before he can see the sky? How many ears must one man have before he can see an eye? How many deaths will it take know. Too many people have died. Answer, my friend, blowing in the wind. Answer is blowing in the wind. Come gather around, people. So, come gather around, people, wherever you roam. At midnight, the waters around you have grown, and accept it that soon you'll be drenched to the bone. If your time to you is worth saving, you better start swimming or you'll sink like a stone. For the times they are a-changing. Come mothers and fathers throughout the land, don't criticize what you can't understand. Your sons and your daughters are beyond your command. Your old road is rapidly aging. Please get out of the new one if you can't lend a hand. For the times they are a-changing. The answer, my friend, blowing in the wind. The answer is blowing in the wind. So glad you're for the times they are a-changing. The answer, my friend, blowing in the wind. The answer is blowing in the wind. What can't lend a hand, 'cause the times they are a-changing. The answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. The answer is blowing in the wind. It goes on for a while.
All right, Dan.
Work in
I like
progress.
that.
Very cool.
Remembering the words is especially a work in progress.
That fits together really well.
That's beautiful.
Angel.
I love how you combined those.
Well, thank you.
Mhm.
I think they fit right together.
Yeah,
They sure
I think
did.
they really do fit together.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dan. That was awesome. Well, that's our show, folks. So thank you all very much for being here tonight. Thank you, Joseph and Gant and Tom and Bill and Dave and Steve and Megan. Thanks for another great open mic night live at the ZoomBarDC, and see you next week.
Merry
Marie-Louise,
Christmas,
hope you get
everybody.
feeling better.
Merry
Yeah,
Christmas.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry
Thank you,
Christmas,
Marie, for
everyone.
hosting.
Yeah, have a great
I hope you
holiday.
feel better, dear.
Yeah, I
Thank
hope you
you.
feel better, Marie-Louise.
Yeah,
Stay safe and healthy.
Yep.
Thank
yes,
you.
you too.
All
Merry
right.
Christmas,
I
everybody.
love you all. See you next time.
Thanks, everybody.
Merry
Night.
Christmas. Take care. Good night.
All right. Thank you, Marie-Louise.
Thank you, Marcia. You're
I want
welcome.
to talk to you about the books
Okay.
later. Yeah.
Okay, that'd be great.
Be well.
Thanks. See you soon, or talk to you soon.